The evening settled in peacefully. After a warm dinner, it was time for Dad and Lily to get ready for bed. Dad gently told his beloved Lily to hop into bed, saying he was just going to read for a little while. But oh my, even after a full dinner and milk, mischievous little Lily still felt peckish. Her eyes sparkled, hinting that she wanted another snack.
Dad.
Ủa? Sao con? Con ngủ đi. Sao? Đói bụng hả? Nào bà xem nào. Đói bụng hả? Có phải đói bụng không? Thích ăn rồi mà. Tối thì mình ăn không được đâu nhé.
Her kind dad, feeling both love and concern, gently reminded her,
Nghỉ rồi tí nữa.
"It's late, sweetheart. Eating too much will give you a tummy ache."
Nghỉ rồi mình tính nha.
With that, he lovingly tucked Lily back into bed, confident she would soon fall asleep.
Bạn ha, ngủ đi ha.
But the moment Dad turned his back, a secret plan was set in motion. Little Lily was quite the talented actress. The clever girl took her blanket and carefully draped it over her favorite teddy bear, creating a perfect decoy. It looked just as if she were cuddled up, fast asleep. What a smart and sneaky little one. A little later, Dad came back to check. Seeing his daughter, who was really the teddy bear, sleeping so soundly under the blanket, he smiled, reassured, without suspecting a thing. Meanwhile, the real culprit was in another corner, secretly enjoying a sweet cake.
Yummy.
The delicious taste made Lily so happy. After finishing, her little tummy was full and a wave of sleepiness hit her. Instead of going back to bed, which would blow her cover, Lily tiredly found the comfy lounge chair nearby, curled up, and fell fast asleep before she even knew it.
Ahem.
Đi đâu ạ?
The secret was only busted when Dad discovered the truth.
Đi đâu rồi ta?
When he came into the living room, he understood everything. Cake crumbs scattered everywhere were the undeniable evidence, and the culprit herself was sleeping soundly on the lounge chair. Dead to the world, Dad couldn't help but laugh at his daughter's adorable mischief, but he was also worried. He gently woke her up and showed her, "Look, you dropped crumbs and attracted a big ant."
Này, thấy kiến không? Này, thấy chưa? Đấy, ui, kiến bánh lên này. Này, đấy mọi người thấy không? Này, này, kiến cắn bây giờ, thấy chưa? Thấy đấy. Ừ. Đấy. Ăn xong mình bỏ vào thùng rác nhá, thấy chưa? Thôi đi ngủ nào, đi. Nhá.
Finally, Dad gently lifted his little foodie daughter.
Đó, thôi đi ngủ nhé. Ăn xong mình đi ngủ nhé. Đi vào ngủ thôi, đi. Đây con, đi đây. Giỏi quá. Đây. Đây nè. Tao đang nghỉ nhé. Ui dồi, cái bụng to đỉnh
He
này.
was amused
Đấy,
but
ăn nhiều tối
also
nó bụng
concerned,
nhá.
pointing to her full,
Ăn
round
nhiều cái
tummy.
bụng đấy nghe chưa?
See, I
ngủ đi
told
nhá.
you, you ate so
to
much
đấy.
your belly is
Yeah.
all round. Be careful not to get a tummy ache.
Bạn làm đây với Ly nhá.
And so the little story ends, a sweet tale of a mischievous little girl and her dad's gentle, patient love. The next day, the story began in the familiar kitchen. But something was different. Dad was sick. Today, her uncle had come to take care of Lily. He didn't come alone. He brought a huge joy with him, a perfectly round watermelon and a bunch of bananas. Her uncle explained it was a special gift Dad had asked him to bring because he knew it was Lily's absolute favorite.
Nè, dì Háo nè. Đi thấy dì Háo có ngon không? Đi coi đi, nè.
The moment she saw the watermelon, Lily's eyes lit up. All her attention focused on that striped green friend. She curiously walked closer, her small hand shyly touching, then patting the hard rind, as if saying hello.
Lily thấy ngon không?
When her uncle picked up the knife to cut it, Lily's world seemed to shrink. Her eyes were glued to the blade, not even blinking, watching as each juicy red piece was sliced.
Dì Háo ngon quá đi. Mình để ra một miếng nè. Còn miếng này cho Lily nha. Trước tiên là mình phải lấy cái này cho Lily đó nè. Đó. Đi ơi, con giúp chú bỏ cái này vào đây đi. Đúng rồi, Lily giỏi quá. Đây nữa nè. Đây nữa nè. Đây nữa nè. Đây nữa nè. Miếng này mình sẽ cắt nhỏ nó hơn nha. Đây nữa nè. Cảm ơn Lily nha. Không, để chú bỏ lên cho. Đây,
And then, the most awaited moment arrived. When her uncle handed her a piece, Lily joyfully took it with both tiny hands, a gesture of true appreciation. She lifted the slice to her mouth, the cool, sweet juice bursting, and she ate it with delight, savoring the wonderful treat with all her senses. After he finished cutting the melon, her uncle placed an empty plastic container on the floor and looked at Lily trustingly. "Lily, can you help me put the melon in the box?" Without hesitation, little Lily understood immediately. She took her job very seriously. Her tiny, delicate fingers carefully picked up each piece of watermelon from the plate and gently placed it in the box. She was completely absorbed and focused, as if doing the most important job in the world. Every so often, the diligent little worker would reward herself with a piece before getting back to work. This small act clearly showed the bond and complete trust Lily had in her uncle. With the watermelon job done, her uncle moved on to the bananas. Just like before, Lily became a loyal audience, her eyes following his every move as he peeled and sliced. When a piece of banana was offered, she happily accepted.
Từ từ để chú cắt từng chú nhỏ nhỏ ra cho Liên nè. Nè, chuối này ngon lắm đó. Đi thích ăn chuối hả? Để chú lọc vào cho.
And once again, when the box was presented, Lily continued her mission.
Nè, đi giúp chú cầm nè, bỏ vào đây nè.
She quickly put the banana pieces he gave her into the container.
Cái cuối nè.
This wonderful teamwork showed she wasn't just smart, but also loved being included and working alongside the grown-ups. This was the most exciting part of the afternoon. Her uncle took out a strange device, a handheld blender. He said, "Now I'm going to make a special watermelon juice for Lily." Lily's curiosity was at an all-time high. She excitedly joined in, personally taking the pieces of watermelon and banana that she had just helped sort and dropping them into the blender cup.
Đúng rồi. Đây nè, lấy cái này lên nè.
Her eyes were fixed on the machine, a fascinating new toy.
Nè, đi lái giúp chú nha. Đây nè, bỏ vô đây nè. Đó. Đi lái thêm bỏ vào đi. Đây nè, đi bỏ vào đi, bỏ vào. Đây nè, bỏ vào đây nè. Đó, đi lái đi. Đó, đúng rồi đó. Bỏ vào đây, đúng rồi nè. Ồ, thôi để chú giúp cho nha. Đây nè, bỏ vào thêm đây nè. Bỏ nhiều vào luôn cho Lê uống nè. Rồi. Tiếp theo là tới chuối nha. Chuối nữa nè, chuối ngon luôn. Đây nè, đi lái vào đây nè, bỏ vào đây nè. Đó, đi lái giúp chú đi. Bỏ vào. À, rớt hả? Đây, để chú bỏ vô đây nha. Nè, bỏ vào đây. Rồi. Cũng nhiều rồi đó. Đây, chú có cái này nè. Đó. Thấy chưa? Bây giờ mình sẽ xay lên nha. Rồi.
While her uncle turned on the blender, the whirring sound surprised her a little, but she was still captivated, munching on more banana.
Đi ăn thêm chuối đi. Ngon không? Đi nhanh rồi xong rồi qua phụ bát cái này nha. Chuối ngon không Ly? Đi ăn xong chưa? Nè, đi ăn xong á, qua phụ chú giúp cái này nè. Cái này ngon lắm nè, có dưa hấu với chuối trong đây đó.
But the cutest detail was when she watched her uncle twisting the lid. With amazing intelligence, Lily immediately lifted her own little hand and perfectly mimicked the twisting motion.
Giúp cái này. Được chưa Ly? Như là gần được rồi đó, thêm xíu nữa nha. Được rồi nè.
It was a small gesture that showed her incredible observation and learning skills.
Đi qua đây ngồi nè. Đi qua đây ngồi đi.
The result of their teamwork was a beautiful, light pink smoothie.
Có hút luôn. Rồi, con hút của Lily đây. Tiếp theo là nước nha. Đây, nước ngon lắm nè. Đó nè.
Her uncle carefully poured it into a cup with a lid and a straw.
Nước quá nhiều luôn. Rồi nha, tôi đừng đổ đó. Rồi. Ủa, nước đi dính lên đàn Ly hả? Chú xin lỗi nha. Tôi cho dính nước rồi nè, thấy chưa? Đợi chú chút chứ. Đợi xíu nha. Đây, để tôi ghi nè. Lau sạch là nó uống được nha chưa? Rồi, sạch rồi. Đi đợi chú xuống. Chút xíu nè.
Placing it next to the plate of fresh fruit. Lily waited patiently, her eyes sparkling with anticipation.
Rồi. Đó. Đi tới ăn chuối mà đúng không? Đây, chuối của Ly, em dưa háo nè. Đi tới ăn dưa háo hơn hay là chuối hơn? Dưa háo nè. Nhiều dưa háo cho Ly luôn hè. Rồi. Rồi, chú cát xong rồi nè, thấy ngon không? Đó, bây giờ mình Rocky mình ngồi mình ăn đúng nha, cho sạch nha. Đi thôi. Đi ơi, xuống đây với chú nè.
When the cup was handed to her, she immediately grabbed the straw and began to drink.
Đây, đó, đi giữ đây. Còn cái đây là xíu nữa để ăn nha.
The sweet, refreshing taste of the fruit smoothie was wonderful.
Ô, rớt vào rồi kìa. Đây nè, đúng này nè, đó. Đi hút đi, đi hút đi. Ngon không?
But right in the middle of enjoying her drink, Lily suddenly stopped. The happy look on her face faded, replaced by a thoughtful, distant expression. Her uncle noticed the pause right away. He gently stroked her. "Dad's sick, Lily. Don't be sad." Perhaps the sweet taste of the smoothie had suddenly made her miss her dad.
Ngon quá. Đi uống xong cái này nè, mình sẽ ăn cái này nữa nha.
Lily didn't seem to want to drink anymore. She turned and helped herself to a piece of watermelon from the plate instead.
Đó, nè. Đây, đĩa cái ly nè. Đó. Cái này để xíu nữa uống tiếp nha. Uống không hết nè. Ngon không?
But after just a moment, she started to yawn. It was a long yawn, partly from being full, but also heavy with tiredness and a deep missing for her dad.
Nè, chân bỏ dưới nè. Đó, Đi không thích ăn chuối hả? Đi cắm ăn dưa háo nè. Nè, dưa háo lên nè, đi cầm ăn đi. Đi ăn dưa háo đi. Ủa, đi no rồi hả? Đi không ăn thì đi uống nước.
Seeing that Lily was tired and missing her dad, her uncle didn't push her to eat anymore.
Uống đi, bố đi lao lắm đó. Uống được không? Đi ơi, đi uống tiếp đi.
Her uncle continued to comfort her, promising he would call Dad on the phone so Lily could see him, hoping to ease her sadness.
Đi uống nào. Đi ơi. Chắc lúc nãy là đi ăn cũng hơi nhiều rồi các bạn. Thôi để ở đây xíu nữa mình cho Ly.
Even though she was being cared for so lovingly and had enjoyed her delicious treats, in her little heart, the warmth and presence of her dad was what she wanted most of all.
Đi ơi, qua đây đi. Thì chúng lao cho Ly nha. Bố bị đau.
He got a wet cloth, ready to clean her up. And once again, Lily's sweetness was heart-melting. She sat perfectly still, trusting him completely to wipe her face. When he gently said, "Give me your hand," Lily instantly understood. She actively lifted both of her tiny hands for him to wipe clean.
Để tay kia này. Đó, tay này. Nè, đồ ăn chú để đây nha. Xíu nữa mà Ly đúa, Ly ăn lại nha cha. Không là
Lily
tí
sat
nữa.
quietly in his lap, peaceful, but with a hint of exhaustion in her eyes. In a quiet house, little monkey Lily was sound asleep. Dressed in a warm yellow and black striped outfit, she hugged her fluffy yellow pillow, lost in sweet dreams, completely unaware that her dear dad was secretly preparing something very special. With love shining in his eyes, the dad quietly left the house and walked through the lush green garden to begin his secret plan. He returned with his arms full of bags and gift boxes. He carefully placed each item on the table. Stacks of beautifully wrapped presents, bags of sparkling decorations.
Một ít đồ trang trí này. Đây, bóng bay với trang trí. Và cái quan trọng nhất là cái bánh sinh nhật nhé. Bây giờ mình trang trí này trước, sau đó mình bỏ bánh sinh nhật ra ha.
And most importantly, a pristine white cream cake, adorned with plump red strawberries and fresh green grapes.
Đây mọi người thấy không? Này. Đây, ha. Rồi, bây giờ mình đi trang trí nhỉ. Chắc là thời gian lắm này.
The room was gradually transformed by the dad's skillful hands. He carefully strung the colorful happy birthday letters into a long banner and hung it on the wall. Star-shaped balloons were inflated, filling the room with a festive atmosphere. He also thoughtfully arranged a small wooden table and a charming chair, preparing for the party's main character.
Bây giờ mình đã chuẩn bị xong rồi mọi người ơi. Bây giờ mình phải gọi Ly dậy nha. Hy vọng Ly thích.
When everything was perfect, the dad gently stood outside and called into the room, "Lily, time to wake up!" She rubbed her eyes,
Dad.
sleepily climbed out of bed, and followed her dad's voice.
Dad!
And then, a sparkling birthday scene unfolded before Lily's eyes. Her eyes widened in amazement, then overflowed with immense joy when she saw the beautiful cake. It seemed as though Lily's entire world was filled with this sudden happiness. The dad gently stroked Lily's head and began the gift opening session.
Đây, vào đi ha. Em có cái gì nào? Em có cái gì nào? Con ba mua đi thật đi nhá. Wow. Đây Lily. Nè. Đây đi con. Đây rồi. Bà có kéo đấy bà. Để đi kéo đó.
He patiently used scissors to help her open each layer of wrapping paper.
Rồi, mở đi. Mở ra đi. Đúng rồi, mở đi con. Wow, gì đây? Một cái hộp bút màu nhé.
The first gift was a box of colorful markers, which made Lily tilt her head in curiosity.
Đây hả? Rồi tiếp theo nhé. Đây. Cái này đi con, rồi đi. Ra ha. Bất ngờ quá đi. Cái mặt. Tao mở xem nhé. Đây. Rồi đi mở ra đi. Cái này mở đi. Wow. Đây này. Đi lấy đi. Đúng rồi. Lấy ra đi. Lấy đi. Lấy ra đi con. Dạ. Đây này.
The second gift box contained a soft, yellow stuffed animal.
Thấy rồi. Đây này. Thích không? Lấy cái xe đi. Lấy cái xe này. Đây này. Lấy đi. Ôm đi con.
Lily immediately hugged her new friend with all her affection.
Được không? Ôm đi. Giỏi quá. Thôi bây giờ bỏ đây nhá. Bỏ đây đi ha.
Just then, Kit, Lily's best friend, walked in wearing a playful denim jacket and carrying a gift wrapped in purple paper.
Hi!
Kit happily sat down next to her, and the dad helped Lily open her friend's present.
Đây, Ly mở quà đi. Kit ngồi bên đây. Kit ngồi đây. Ngồi cạnh đi, đúng rồi. Rồi, đây một chiếc cái quà ha. Mở nhé. Chắc là phần bánh đúng không? Kit tặng gì cho Ly đây nhỉ? Kit có quà gì đây ha. Đây là cuốn tập đấy nhỉ. Wow, cái gì đấy nhỉ? Cái gì đây? Lạ quá nhỉ? Mở kẹp ha. Đấy, đi tò mò lắm rồi kìa, thấy không?
It was a wooden puzzle set with adorable fruit-shaped pieces.
Cái này là trò chơi sắp xếp à? Đấy hả?
Lily was incredibly fascinated, picking up a piece to examine it intently.
Đúng rồi, lấy cái này ra lắp vào đúng không? Đi chơi kìa, đấy, đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Tí nữa mình chơi nhá. Để tí nữa chơi ha. Đây ha. Cảm ơn Kit nha. Bây giờ mình đến nhân vật chính nha. Đấy, Ly muốn lắm rồi kìa.
The most important moment had arrived. With a gentle gesture, the dad lit the single small candle on the cake. The tiny but warm flame began to dance, reflecting the sparkling joy in Lily's and Kit's clear, eager eyes. To the tune of the Happy Birthday song, their small claps resounded cheerfully.
Đi thổi này đi. Thổi đi con. Thổi đi ạ. Tới này, thổi này.
The dad didn't forget to capture this precious moment, taking a photo to commemorate Lily's second birthday.
Yeah. Ăn bánh nha.
The sweet party
bánh nè ha,
officially
bánh nha.
began.
Đây, để mà lấy bánh cho Ly với Kit ăn nha. Đây này. Ok rồi. Rồi nè ha. Sao cái điểm mấu chốt ở đây. Đây rồi. Thèm quá ha. Ôi mẹ ơi. Ôi trời ơi. Nó dính hết vào tay Ly rồi kìa. Dính vào tay Ly rồi. Dính hết vào tay này đi này. Rồi để lại đĩa cho Ly với Kit nha. Rồi, nhân vật chính tới đây.
The dad carefully cut slices of the soft sponge cake, and before the eager eyes of Lily and Kit,
Chia ha. Đi cái ngồi ngoan nào. Đấy nè. Đây, nhắm lúc nữa ta. Chia nhẹ. Đây, cho đi mà.
he placed 2 lovely plates of cake on the table. Without a moment's hesitation, Lily immediately dug into her portion, delightedly tasting the red strawberries and plump green grapes on the smooth white cream.
À. Đây, Kit nha. Đây, ngon luôn.
She ate so heartily that Kit, sitting beside her, couldn't help but smile.
Chúc mừng nha, chúc mừng Ly nha. Đấy, sướng nha, có quà đấy chưa? Đi giỏi quá. Đấy, các bạn ăn ké với Ly được không? Ăn ké với Ly nha. Đây, ăn ké với Ly này. Ngon quá. Giờ bạn lấy thìa nhỏ cho Ly nha.
Seeing how much his friend loved the dessert, he didn't hesitate to give Lily the grape from his slice of cake.
Ngon quá
The
ha.
friendship between Lily and Kit was so pure and lovely, nurtured by such small, sweet gestures.
Mình miếng này.
The three of them shared the sweet cake, and the small room was suddenly filled with cheerful laughter and simple, warm happiness.
Ngon không Kit? Ngon hả? Kit ăn dâu tây hả? Kit ngồi xoay này đi Kit. Ngồi xoay lưng này không? Ngon Ly? Ngon hả? Ngon hả? Ngon hả? Ngon quá hả? À, ngon quá ha. Để dâu nhá. Bóc dâu cho Ly ha. Đây rồi nè. Rồi. ăn đây đi, ăn đây này. Ăn đi con. Đây này, đây này, đây này. Đúng rồi. Đây này, ăn thử đi. Đây đi nhá. Không phải. Đây này. Ngon thích. Ngon hả? Ngon nhiều nha.
To make the party more fun and memorable, the dad playfully took a little white cream and gently dabbed it on Lily's little nose and face.
Đây này, đây này. Đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Bánh này vừa mặt đưa sinh nhật nha. Ngon quá, ngon quá, ngon quá. Ô. Ngon quá. Đây đây đây. Đây đây đây. Ngon nhỉ? Ngon nhỉ? Không ăn à? Ăn cần hả? Ngon quá.
After a moment of playful teasing to the sound of his daughter's delighted laughter, he tenderly wiped her face clean, his eyes filled with affection.
Ngon quá à. Cái này vào đây đấy, bao lau cho đi nha. Bắt tay này. Đúng rồi, con ngồi xuống đi.
When the joyful party ended and her friend Kit had gone home, the space returned to its usual peace. Little Lily sat quietly, her big round eyes glued to the screen, showing her favorite cartoon. In her arms, she cherished her new friend, the soft yellow stuffed bear she had just received for her birthday. Just then, the dad walked in from the gate, holding a brand new drawing pad, another surprise gift for his little daughter.
Ly ơi, ở lại cho Ly nè.
Dad.
He sat down on the floor next to Lily and gently laid out the new presents.
Trời, Ly hả, thích không? Hôm qua cái bút của Ly đấy, bút màu đấy. Bây giờ mình lấy cái đấy làm tô màu nhá. Thấy không? À, gấu con vịt hả? Ở đây nhá. Đi, ra đây con, ra đây. Ra đây đi. Đây, bà mua cái này á, ba không quên á. Có cái này mà không có cái này sao được đúng không? Cái này tí mình chơi sau nhá. Đây, cái bút màu ấy là phải có tập tô nha. Đó, cái này để sách nha, để cho sách theo ha. Đây, màu nào, lấy màu nào đi. Đây, để đây ha. Rồi mình chọn màu nhá. Đây, tô con hổ ha. Đây này, tô con voi nhá.
He opened the coloring book to a page with a large elephant and took out the box of colorful markers.
Đây, con cầm này.
With patience and affection, he held Lily's hand, guiding her to color her first strokes.
Tô voi đấy, thấy chưa? Đấy, chị. Tô voi đấy, đúng không? Đó, đây này, thấy màu không? Màu đẹp không? Này. Đây này Ly này, thấy chưa? Đó. Bây giờ mình tô cái má hồng nhỉ? Tô cái chân ha. Tô chân voi ha. Hay quá nhỉ? Đúng rồi kia. Đó. Con voi người ta màu nâu nhỉ? Đây nha. Rồi bây giờ mình đổi ha. Đổi màu. Đổi màu ở đây nhá. Cho mình tô màu hồng ha. Đây, cầm đây. Đúng rồi, cầm đây. Nè, tôi hâm này. Đấy, thấy chưa? Thấy chưa? Đấy. Đấy, không? Thấy không? Nè. Đấy. Đây này. Đấy.
Under her dad's guidance,
Đấy,
Lily
cái
skillfully
tay
moved the
cái
marker,
má.
and the first traces of
Cái má,
color gradually
thấy chưa?
appeared on the white page, bringing the picture to life.
Tôi cái bòi nha. Đấy, con voi xong rồi, con voi sắp xong rồi. Nè. Đây hả? Ồ, đây đây. Đúng rồi vậy. Đúng rồi. Đây, đúng rồi. Đấy, đúng rồi. Ủa, đúng rồi đấy. Thấy chưa? Đó. Đúng rồi. Thôi bây giờ mình chuyển nha, chuyển đề tài nha. Chuyển đề tài nhá. Bây giờ mình chuyển cái kia chơi nhá. Để đi vào. Đáp vào đây ha. Đó. Rồi ngồi đây. Đúng rồi. Đây, ngồi lại ha. Rồi. Đặt lại. Cái này sách đi chơi nhá, thấy chưa? Lúc nào con làm có sách đi chơi nhá.
After they had their fill of creativity, the dad and daughter took out the fruit puzzle set. Lily proved to be incredibly bright and clever.
Đây ha. Đó. Giờ bà làm mẫu nha. Quả nho này. Nho đây ha. Bỏ vào đây ha. Nho đó ha. Mình sẽ quả thế nào chứ đấy.
Her eyes darted between the pieces and the empty slots on the wooden board, quickly finding the correct spot for each type of fruit.
Rồi. Quả chuối. Đây này, quả chuối này. Quả đây này. Đây quả cam nhá. Quả chuối này. Rồi, quả cherry đâu? Quả cam đưa cho ba đâu? Quả cam đâu? Đây. Đúng rồi. Quả nữa đi. Quả đấy bỏ đây. Giỏi. Quả nữa đi con. Quả dâu hả? Quả dâu đâu nhỉ? Quả dâu cao quá nhỉ? Quả dâu đây ha. Quả nữa đi con. Quả dứa. Quả dứa đây. Đây, quả dứa đây ha. Rồi, quả lê. Quả lê đây. Đúng rồi. Rồi, quả khác nữa nhỉ? Đây, quả đây. Đây là quả dưa ha. Cái này mới đúng nè. Đó, lưỡi đi con. Quả dưa vào đây. Đây, quả dưa vào đây ha.
In just a short time,
Quả nữa.
all the pieces were perfectly placed,
Rồi, giỏi
showcasing
lắm.
her amazing
Giỏi, đây nè.
intelligence.
Giỏi. Rồi, bây giờ con ở đây chơi nhá. Ở đây chơi ba đi làm trái cây cho Ly ăn nhá. Được không? Ba đi làm trái cây cho Ly ăn nhá.
To end a long day full of joy, the dad prepared a plate of fresh green grapes.
Đây, đồ ăn nữa ở đây. Ăn rồi đây. Ăn đi.
Lily held a small fork, carefully speared each grape, and savored it with delight. The sweetness of the fruit seemed to be the very sweetness of a perfect birthday.
Ngon ha. Tao bắt bỏ cái ly đấy. Ngon quá.
The dad's secret party had been a complete success, leaving Lily with a beautiful memory, a day filled with laughter, favorite gifts, and above all, the boundless love of her dear dad.
Ngon quá.
On a peaceful weekend morning inside the house, Lily, in an adorable white t-shirt and pink pants, was sitting on her familiar yellow chair. Amidst that clear atmosphere, the iron gate let out a heavy creak. Lily turned around, the smile on her lips not yet faded before it froze. Her dad walked in.
Bà mới đi tiêm về ha.
But unlike other days, he looked tired and weary. He had just come back from getting an injection. His face was pale, his forehead beaded with sweat. Seeing him, Lily suddenly felt her heart tighten.
Được không? Nhé. Cho con tiền đi mua đi ăn nhé. Này bạn mệt lo ăn được ha.
He didn't go into the kitchen as usual. His voice was hoarse and weaker than ever. I'm a little tired, Lily. I just got an injection, so I need to rest a bit today.
Đây, bỏ tiền đây cho con nhé. Đâu nhỉ?
Then, her dad took out a few bills and carefully placed them in Lily's small cloth bag. Can my daughter go buy food by herself today? He asked gently.
Rồi, bỏ sau ha.
Remember to be careful on the road, sweetie. In his tired eyes shone a boundless trust for his little girl. Lily nodded softly, a great sense of responsibility suddenly sprouting in her small heart. The little girl obediently pulled her small cart out of the house by herself, each step filled with determination. Only when his daughter's small figure had disappeared beyond the gate did her dad let out a sigh of relief, then walked into his room. Quickly swallowed a pill and lay down on the bed, letting the fatigue gradually take over him. The world outside was noisy and bustling, but in Lily's eyes today, everything seemed different. The road to the rice shops seemed longer, the crowds more hurried. But she was no longer timid. Her small hands gripped the handlebars tightly, with only one thought in her mind: to complete the mission her dad had given her as well as she could. At the shop, she ordered with composure, her clear voice making the shop owner smile in surprise. Sitting and eating alone, she looked just like a real grown-up. But in her heart, she couldn't stop thinking, I wonder if Dad is feeling better at home. Would he like this dish? After she had eaten her fill, Lily did not forget the most important thing. She thoughtfully bought an extra portion of hot rice, wrapped it carefully, and placed it on her cart like a precious treasure. On the way back, her little legs grew a bit tired, so Lily stopped by the roadside to rest for a moment. But her eyes never left the precious box of rice. It was not just food, it was the love and care she wanted to give her dad. Arriving home, the house was unusually quiet. Lily quickly placed the rice box on the table and ran into the room. Her voice clear but full of concern. "Dad, please wake up and eat." Her dad, who had been dozing in his fatigue, was startled awake by his daughter's voice.
Ủa, về là Ly. Về là ha. Sao? Gì đấy? Hả? Có gì cho ba hả? Sao? Có gì cho ba hả? Gì đấy? Ăn cơm nữa hả? Cái bún ba nè. Ăn tí này. Ba đói bụng quá. Đi ra ngoài ha. Có gì cho ba hả?
He slowly walked out to the living
Ba
room.
bụng quá. Không mua gì cho ba hả? Không mua hả? Đâu? Đâu? Mua cho ba đâu?
And then he froze. On the table, a box of rice was placed neatly, still steaming faintly, carrying the fragrant aroma of food.
Ôi, mua cơm cho ba luôn hả? Xem nào, không có gì ở đây nè. Có gì ở đây hả? Mua cơm sao đây? Có nói người ta mua cơm gì không? Hay cơm trứng gì không? Ủa, người ta cẩn thận quá nhỉ? Wow! Cơm trứng
A
rau.
warmth, not just from the rice box, but also from his little daughter's love, spread throughout the room, chasing away all his weariness. An indescribable emotion welled up inside him, a lump forming in his throat as he was overcome with feeling, part touched, part bursting with pride. She also sensibly got a carton of milk from the refrigerator to drink.
Mở cái trên đây, để ba tí. Khát nước hả? Đúng không?
He looked at Lily, his eyes slightly red, and said in a trembling voice,
Cơm ngon
"Dad, thank
trứng
you,
rau ngon
my
này.
daughter."
Không?
That meal was truly special. While her dad ate, seemingly with more appetite than ever, Lily sat beside him, her heart filled with a sweet joy.
Người thôi ha. Nghiệm sặc mũi nhé. Hết hả? Hết hả?
And the most adorable moment was when she finished. She quietly put the empty carton neatly into the trash bin. That day, without anyone teaching her, little Lily had learned the greatest lesson of care and love on her own. She had truly become a devoted caretaker, a boundless source of pride for her dad.
Wow.
A few days later, while engrossed in a nature program, Lily's eyes widened and lit up. On the screen, tiny yellow chicks were using their little beaks to break through their eggshells. Without a moment's hesitation, she turned off the TV, put on her favorite straw hat, and transformed into a tiny explorer. Her weapon was her small pull cart, ready for an important mission. The destination, the back garden, where she believed a treasure was waiting. "Found them," Lily whispered.
Wow, you won. Oh.
Remembering the images on TV, she knew that these eggs needed a very warm home. With the meticulousness of an architect, Lily began to gather dry straw from nearby. She arranged it carefully in her cart, creating a nest even cozier than the original. The most crucial step had arrived. Lily held her breath, gently using her 2 tiny hands to cradle each egg. She could feel their warmth and weight, imagining the little chicks sleeping peacefully inside. One by one, she carefully placed them into the new nest on her cart. When all the precious treasures were secure, she let out a sigh of relief. She pulled the cart and hurried back home, her steps quick, occasionally glancing back as if afraid the mother hen would come running to reclaim her children. When she got home, just as our little scientist was puzzling over how to start the incubation process, her dad appeared.
Ủa? Đâu vậy Ly? Nãy giờ ngồi xem tivi à? Ồ, đi đâu mà đồ đó này? Ồ, trời. Đâu đấy? Gì đấy? Ồ, ở đâu đây? Trứng sống ấy. À, ngoài vườn hả? Lấy trứng gà ngoài vườn hả?
Seeing his daughter's project, he chuckled. In a warm voice, he gently explained to Lily that these eggs couldn't hatch into chickens because they were missing a few magical elements of nature. Seeing the flicker of disappointment on Lily's face, her dad immediately suggested a more appealing plan B. How about we turn these eggs into a delicious cake? Lily's eyes, which had been downcast, instantly lit up at his suggestion. The idea of a fragrant cake immediately chased away the sadness of the failed incubation project. The kitchen was soon filled with laughter. Instead of cradling and incubating, the 2 of them began with the shell-breaking stage. Her dad showed Lily how to skillfully crack an egg on the side of a bowl. Lily was very enthusiastic, helping her dad separate the yolks.
Tách ra đúng không? Đó, này. Tách làm đỏ này. Mùi đẹp chưa? Tách mọi người thấy không? Mình tách màu đỏ này.
Ready, set, and go! Yay!
Đấy. Rồi. Nào từng ý thôi ha. Rồi, đi qua đây tôi trở lại cho Linh nào. Đây nha. Đấy, đây sạch sẽ ha, mình phải làm bánh được nhé. Đúng không? Đây, sạch sẽ mới làm bánh được ha. Đấy, ui giời. Được chưa? Rồi. Rồi, ngồi đây ha.
Thank you!
Tay lúc nào sạch sẽ nhé, mình bắt đầu mình làm bánh mới được nhé. Thật sạch sẽ ha con. Ăn vào bẩn là đau bụng đấy, thấy chưa? Wow, thơm rồi. Rồi, cây sạch này, đó. Để mình trộn nhé, này, trứng đỏ đẹp không? Rồi, đi nước vào trộn ha. Này, đấy, đúng rồi.
The most fun part was mixing the batter. The whisk seemed a bit too big for Lily's small hands. She had to use both hands, straining with all her might to stir the mixture.
Thấy chưa? Cắn nữa, cắn kia đi. Đúng rồi. Đấy. Thấy chưa? Đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Xíu xíu ha. Rồi, bà cho nó đứt một tí cho mình.
When her little arms grew tired, her dad's large, warm hand would cover hers, helping her finish the job. The small kitchen, instead of being silent with the anticipation of hatching eggs, was now bustling with laughter and the clatter of baking tools.
À, nước phụ à, đây. Cho mình nhịn theo lát mình cho nước vào ha. Yeah. Thấy không? Được không? Được không? Ok, sắp được rồi. Rồi, chào bà tí ha. Làm việc chuẩn bị bếp ha. À, muốn xúc hả? Được rồi, được rồi. Đây, không qua đây. Qua đây nè. Đây. Bà cho đi xúc nha. Rồi, bà đi xem ha. Cho nóng tí ha. Chưa xúc này. Xúc này. Rồi con mèo nha. Xúc này. Rồi con sò nha. Đấy, thấy chưa? Thử không? Con thử xúc không? Này, cầm đây. Đó. Xúc vào đây nha. Đó. Con cậu đứng lại, đúng rồi. Đấy, đó. Đứng lên coi. Rồi. Xong rồi.
While the cake was baking in the oven, a sweet, fragrant aroma began to fill the entire house. Lily couldn't take her eyes off the oven's glass door.
Cái tí ha. Lau lại sơ tí ha.
Finally, a cheerful ding rang out. Her dad carefully took the cakes out of the oven. They were perfect.
Đây, bắt đầu tay đây. Ôi chà, nóng quá. Con đèo nhé. Rồi, đi nè. Đây, ngồi đi con. Kéo mày đi.
The two of them sat together, carefully tasting the first piece while it was still warm.
Hôm nay bà làm hơi dở ấy. Yeah. Anh nghe phải làm ngon hơn cho Ly nhỉ? Ly ăn hả? Giỏi quá. Cảm ơn con nhé. Tưởng ba làm dở chứ ai ngờ ba làm ngon à.
The sweetness of the cake melted in their mouths, soft and fragrant. The eggs may not have hatched into a flock of chicks as Lily had hoped, but they had hatched into a different kind of magical result.
Thơm quá. Thơm ngon đấy chứ.
They hatched a sweet aroma that filled the kitchen, hatched adorable smudges of flour on her cheeks, and most importantly, they hatched an afternoon filled with joy and warm love, a memory that both dad and daughter would surely never forget.
Nhìn Ly và thấy ba thèm đấy. Ngon quá ha.
A new day began in a cozy room as a little monkey named Lily awoke. Dressed in a cute red and white onesie, Lily sat on her bed, still warm from her sleep, amidst the pink sheets and blankets. Instead of lazing around, she began her first task of the day, tidying her bed. With a look of determination, Lily pulled off the blanket and pillow, tossing them neatly into a corner of the room. Meanwhile, out in the lush green garden, her dad was caring for the family's goats, breaking off fresh, young banana leaves for them to eat.
Ngon quá.
Back inside, having completed her mission of making the bed, Lily went to the yellow armchair to relax for a moment. But her rest didn't last long, as a mischievous idea sparked in her mind. Lily quickly ran to the mini fridge, using both her hands and feet to climb on top of it. Her target was a green packet of powder. After grabbing it, she tore it open and began to eat it with relish. But unfortunately spilled the powder all over the floor.
Oh my gosh!
Realizing she had just made a mess, Lily immediately grabbed a blue cloth and began to diligently clean up the scene. She bent down, using the cloth to scrub at the spilled powder. Her small hands fumbled as she tried to wipe forcefully. But the dry powder wouldn't disappear easily. Instead, it only seemed to spread out wider, creating streaky and stickier patches that made the floor even messier than before. The more Lily wiped, the more flustered she appeared. Her hasty and clumsy movements showing that she was trying her best to hide her crime. Lily's cleaning efforts seemed to backfire. Instead of disappearing, the white powder became even more streaked and smeared across the floor. Getting dirtier the more she wiped. Looking at her handiwork, a wave of panic washed over her. Without hesitation, she rushed into the bedroom, quickly pulled open the wardrobe door, and climbed inside, closing it tightly behind her. Inside the wardrobe, darkness enveloped her. Not even the familiar scent of the clothes could soothe her. Lily could clearly hear her own panting breaths and feel her chest heaving, her little heart pounding so fast it felt like it was about to leap out. In this cramped and stuffy space, a familiar memory suddenly flooded back. The last time she had made a mess, she had also hidden in this very wardrobe, and her dad had found her immediately. The memory of being discovered so easily made Lily realize this was not a safe hiding place. I can't get caught again. The thought spurred her into action. Learning her lesson the hard way, Lily cracked open the wardrobe door and carefully peeked out. She decided she had to find a new hiding spot, a place her dad would never suspect. Her eyes darted around the house and settled on the refrigerator in the living room. That was the safest place. No sooner said than done. She tiptoed out, climbed into the refrigerator, and closed the door, hoping she wouldn't be discovered this time. Soon after, her dad returned from the garden. Seeing the messy floor, he didn't scold her, but instead called out, "Lily," and went into the bedroom to look for her.
Ồ, này có con đệt à?
Not finding his daughter in the room, he came back out.
Ly ơi.
And sensed something was unusual about the refrigerator.
Như này.
Opening the door, he found Lily huddled inside.
Hả? Sao bột để rải khắp nhà Ly? Sao bột rải khắp nhà vậy? Làm gì đó con? Làm gì đó? Gì đây? Nè, bột nè. Sao? Thèm bánh hả? Hay thèm gì? Thèm nó bánh hả? Đi ra đây bế nào.
Instead of getting angry, he smiled gently.
Đây là sữa tủ phải không? Sao có lấy uống
He
nhé?
didn't reprimand her at all, but softly asked his daughter to get another cloth.
Chưa? Sao con lấy lại cái lấy hôi rác cho ba đi. Đúng rồi. Đây, đây. Đúng rồi con đây. Đúng rồi. Cảm ơn Ly. Rồi. Thôi, bây giờ chở ba đi nha.
The two of them then worked together to clean up the powder from the floor.
Cái này lại nha. Đó, thấy chưa? Nè. Đó, cho sạch nha. Đó, thấy chưa? Sạch chưa? Đó. Sạch chưa? Rồi đứng đây nè. Cầm đây nào, cầm đây. Đi cầm đây. Cầm đây. Đó, cầm đây. Đó, mỗi người một việc nhá. Đó. Thấy chưa? Đấy, đừng làm bẩn cái nhà nhé, nhà mình sạch nhé. Rồi. Đi đầu ha. Đừng dắt ha. Đấy nha. Rồi giờ tay không uống sữa nhé. Ha.
When they were finished, he lifted Lily up and carried her to the bathroom to wash her hands and clean her up.
Tay đầu, tay đầu, tay đầu, tay đầu. Lạnh quá ha, lạnh quá ha. Rồi, tay đây, tay đây. Rồi, đi sữa ha. Đi. Đi sữa cho đi uống nha. Được chưa? Đấy. Tay kia nữa. Tay kia nữa.
The next day, soft sunlight filtered through the window. The dad returned home from the market, carrying a basket of fresh food. The first thing he saw upon entering the living room was his little daughter Lily lounging on the familiar yellow armchair. Her eyes were completely captivated by the colorful cartoons dancing on the TV screen, seemingly oblivious to the world around her.
Con ngồi đi chơi nhé. Con ngồi đây ha. Cái đứa ba hả? Ngồi đây ba làm bát cho Ly nhé. Thấy chưa? Con ngồi đây đi. Ngồi đây ha. Ngồi đây ba làm cho Lily ăn nhé. Thấy chưa?
Smiling at his daughter's adorable focus, he quietly went into the bedroom to put things away. However, his smile quickly faded to a soft sigh when he saw the scene inside. Lily's clothes were scattered messily on the bed, creating a very untidy sight. Without raising his voice, called out in a gentle, warm tone, "Lily!" Immediately, hearing her dad's call, she understood she was needed. With small, quick steps, she trotted into the bedroom.
Sao hả? Tới đây ba bảo. Đây Ly này. Đấy, bà chỉ Ly nhá. Quần áo này phòng của mình này không được để bừa bộn như vậy nhá. Nghe chưa Ly? Nè, có thấy quần áo bừa bộn không? Đấy, kia kìa, thấy chưa? Thấy chưa? Nè, bà chỉ Ly thôi nhá. Bây giờ là nhiệm vụ của Ly ấy là dọn dẹp cái này lại nhá, nghe chưa con? Nhá. Nghe chưa con? Ha. Phòng ở đây dọn sạch sẽ cái Ly nhá. Không được để rơi như vậy nghe chưa? Kia kìa, kia nó kìa, quần áo kia kìa. Đây này, Kia kìa, thấy không? Ly thấy không? Bừa bộn không? Rồi bây giờ Lily dọn dẹp
As
cái
soon
kia.
as she saw the pile of clothes on the bed and her dad's gaze, Lily knew what her task was without him having to say another word.
Thôi dọn đi con, dọn đi.
She quickly and proactively used her tiny hands to gather every piece of clothing, placing them neatly into the laundry basket in the corner. When the basket was full, she made a great effort to carry it to the laundry area. And quickly put each item into the washing machine. After making sure the bedroom was tidy, Lily returned to the kitchen.
Đây, con có chuẩn bị sẵn rồi đấy, ngồi đây con.
A cheerful, cooperative atmosphere filled the cozy space. Lily sat properly on the countertop, highly focused on her important task. She used her small but skillful hands to carefully peel the green husks from the golden cobs of corn. Beside her, her dad used a knife to cut the corn into perfectly even rounds.
Ly bỏ đây này.
Each time a piece was cut, Lily would quickly pick it up and place it in a basket.
Mình bóc bớt này ra nhé, thấy chưa? Bỏ đây con, ở kia. Đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Ở bên kia. Đúng rồi, nè. Đấy ra. Đúng rồi. Rồi đi. Đúng rồi, nào đó. Bỏ kia đi. Đó. Không cầm bọn kìa, đúng rồi, nhỏ. Tốt lắm, đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Bây giờ mình bỏ vào nồi nhá. Đây, 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 đây. Đây, vào đây con. Đây, vào đây đi. Bỏ đây vào đây này.
She then helped her dad put each of the clean corn pieces into the pot.
Bỏ đây đi con. Rồi, ok rồi. Lên để đắp cho ba đi. Đúng rồi. Ui, trời giỏi quá. Rồi,
carefully added water and put on the lid, Lily's big round eyes curiously watched the pot as it began to bubble vigorously,
Ok rồi.
awaiting the
Đi
results
ra
of
nào.
their teamwork.
Xem đi làm tới đâu rồi nhá, xong rồi ra mình ăn được rồi nhé, đi nhé. Xem đi dọn dẹp
While
xong rồi.
waiting for the corn to cook, the dad and daughter went to check the bedroom again to make sure
Sạch nha.
everything was neat and
Thấy chưa?
tidy.
Nè. Đó, cái phòng sạch sẽ phải là được nhé Linh nhé, thấy chưa? Đồ anh bỏ đâu rồi? Đồ bỏ đâu? Đồ anh bỏ đâu rồi nè? Ok này. Ô. Giỏi quá. Một đống nước đã xong rồi nhỉ? Thôi, bây giờ mình lên ăn nhé, được không? Giỏi lắm. Giờ mình lên ăn nhé. Ha. Thế là bắt được rồi đấy. Này là chín rồi đấy. Ngồi đây con, ngồi đây. Rồi chờ bà tí nha.
When the sweet aroma of boiled corn filled the house, signaling that the meal was ready, they returned to the kitchen.
Wow.
Wow.
Her dad carefully took out the hot pieces of corn.
Rồi. Đi bỏ cái này. Cầm cái này. À, không sợ. Đây, bỏ đây.
Used a fork to pick off the plump, golden kernels and gently blew on them to cool them down before feeding them to Lily.
Đây, bỏ đây. Đi bỏ xuống dưới đi con, bỏ xuống dưới đây. Đây nữa. Đây nữa con, đúng rồi. Đây nữa con. Đúng rồi. Bỏ đấy. Đấy, đúng rồi. Bỏ đấy. Ăn đi con, ăn đi, ăn đi, ăn đi. Giỏi. Rồi đi nè. Có xuống ghế đi. Giỏi quá. Đúng rồi.
Her
Ngon quá.
eyes
Ôi trời
sparkled,
ơi.
and her cute little
quá.
mouth munched with delight,
Này.
savoring the sweet flavor of the food she had helped prepare.
Ngon quá đi. Đúng rồi. Giỏi quá. Đúng rồi, ăn từ từ thôi nhé.
The meal ended joyfully. The sweet cornmeal ended, leaving Lily with a satisfied smile and a full belly. Lily's dad gave her a bath, washing away all her fatigue. He carefully adjusted the water flow, making sure that the temperature was warm enough, perfect for Lily's skin. Lily squealed with delight when placed in the warm water, the water droplets splashing like small crystals. Dad took the shampoo. Gently rubbed it on Lily's soft hair, creating a mountain of white foam. Lily giggled, her clear laughter echoing throughout the bathroom. After the laughter, the space became quieter. The dad gently poured water, washing away the foam. Under the warm water, it seemed that all of Lily's fatigue after an active morning gradually disappeared. The little girl leaned back into her dad's strong arms, her eyes half closed, completely relaxed and at peace. The bath ended. Lily was wrapped in a large, soft, fragrant towel. Feeling warm and clean, she was completely ready for the next adventure. A short while later, she emerged with a completely new look, a pristine white dress with an adorable red checkered pattern. Just then, the sound of their goat, Lily's best friend, was heard outside. With everything ready, Lily put on a wide-brimmed hat and excitedly climbed onto the wooden cart that was already hitched to the goat. The adventure to the fields had officially begun. The village path was shaded by trees. But due to a bit of speed and carelessness, the goat caused the cart to wobble and then tumble over into a field. Luckily, Lily was extremely quick-witted and jumped from the cart just in time, completely unharmed. Without a single tear or a hint of fear, she calmly stood up, dusted off her clothes, and even ran over to her goat friend to help push the cart back onto the path. Her bravery and composure turned a small mishap into a memorable lesson in teamwork. The pair continued their journey to the family's vegetable garden. carefully used a small garden tool to dig up round, pearly white jicama roots. When she felt the cart was full, she signaled for her goat friend to take her home.
Lily, đi đâu về đây?
When they arrived back at the pen, her dad was just returning with a kind smile.
Ra đây xem nào. Trời ơi. Lily, đi nhổ đậu đúng không? Hả? Nè. Tôi để bà làm đậu cho Lily với ăn nhé. Nhé. Củ sắn thì ngon quá hả Lily? Bà làm cho Lily nhé. Lily với ăn nhé. Con ngồi xuống đi, cái tay đấy. Ngồi xuống. Quả này ngon này, mát này nha. Này ngon mát này Lily.
He took the basket of jicama, washed the roots, and cut them into pieces, sharing them with both Lily and the goat as a well-deserved reward for their hard work and bravery.
Này cái đây này. Ăn thử thế nhé. Đây này, ăn này con. Cho Ly này. Ăn từ từ thôi con. Cho bé nhé. Ngon lắm. Ăn giỏi lắm. Nè, cho Ly này. Cầm đấy, cầm đấy.
The late afternoon sun began to fade. After a long, active day, Lily was tired, but her face still shone with happiness.
Đi làm đi ơi. Đi về nào. Về nào. Về được quần áo nhé.
Her dad gently lifted his little daughter into his arms and carried her inside.
Quần áo nhé.
His warm embrace brought a long, fulfilling, and meaningful day to a perfect close. Under the warm afternoon sun, the little monkey, Lily, in her adorable red and white jumpsuit with a small backpack, happily returned home after a day of play. But strangely, the glass door was firmly locked.
Dad! Dad!
Lily pressed her soft cheek against the cool glass, her big round eyes filled with worry. Dad, where are you? She called out in her clear voice, but only silence answered. After a while of looking around and calling until her throat was sore with no answer, a spark ignited in Lily's mind when she saw a coil of rope lying nearby. Without hesitation, she ran over and with her small but nimble hands carried the rope to the side of the house.
Chết rồi, giờ này Ly đi học về rồi. Không biết sao rồi ta.
However, the window was too high for Lily's small frame. After a moment of observation, a bold plan was formed. Lily threw the rope through the window frame, the hooked end catching securely on the edge of a chair inside. With all her strength and skill, Lily clung tightly to the rope, took a running start, and swung herself up high. She successfully climbed into the house through the open window, letting out a sigh of relief. Once inside, Lily's most important mission was still to find her dad.
Dad.
She ran through every room, from the tidy living room to the familiar kitchen.
Ahem.
Lily's eyes stopped at the empty rice cooker, and another wave of worry washed over her. Dad probably hasn't eaten yet, she whispered to herself. Unable to find her dad in the house, Lily climbed back out the window. And then she saw a familiar figure. Dad! He was struggling to push his motorcycle down the village road. Dad! Lily joyfully exclaimed and ran to him, throwing herself into his arms.
Nãy các bạn được nhà không? Nãy Ly các bạn được nhà không? Bạn khóa cửa sao mà vào? Bạn có mua đồ cho Ly này.
All her worries seemed to vanish. Her father lovingly lifted his little daughter and placed her in the basket on the front of the motorcycle.
Đây ngồi đi về nào. Đây. Ngồi đi nha.
Settled in the basket, Lily saw a large, round, cool watermelon next to her. The two of them went home together.
Wow, về đến nhà rồi. Về đến nhà mừng Ly ơi. Sao có cái dây này đây Ly? Này đâu đây? Ủa? Đi vào nhà bằng đường này hả Ly? Hả? Đi vào nhà bằng cái dây này hả? Hả? Trời ơi, giỏi vậy hả? Vào nhà bằng bên đây hả? Cái dây của ba này. Để ba làm đồ chơi mà. Dưa cho Ly á. Đúng chưa? Giỏi quá nha. Bây giờ ba làm đồ dưa cho Ly nhá. Dưa cho Ly ăn nhá. Ha.